I started law school. I'm killing it. I'm so afraid of failing.
Yeah.
I'm killing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have no other choice too.
Yeah, this is
kind
it.
of like single mother a little bit, right? So remember what we were talking about before is like, yeah, like single mom in California, your friends and family are here, you're in law school figuring it out, right?
Exactly.
And that I think is really commendable because a lot of people might have just given up at that point.
Girl, I couldn't. I had a little one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize, like for me, whereas you could look at your child as being like something, and I hate to say this, but some people will look at their kids like, gosh, it would be so much easier without you. You know, I could do this or I could do that. Like my little one was like my driving force. I was like, we got this, baby. You know, like mama's going to be a lawyer. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You know, and so I always knew that everything I was doing was going to make our lives better because, you know, I'm not with my man anymore. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to have to make some things shake. You know?
Yeah.
So it was like putting all my eggs in that basket. And it, you know, he came, of course, Marcus, you know, got his senses together and was like, oh shit, I just left my whole family in San Diego. You know, he comes back.
So he came back.
He came back.
Okay.
But I didn't let him come back. You know, I was like, you left, you know?
Yeah.
So
how long was he gone for?
We were apart for about a year. It was like my first entire year of law school. It was.
So I can imagine how that must feel too. Like you abandoned, like, yes, you're going through all this stuff, but as a single mom, like I've been taking care of our kid. I've been in law school. You left and now you're coming back. Like, you know what I mean? I would have felt like a little abandoned maybe.
I was
no
a
matter
little
what the
resentful. Yeah. You know, I mean, I was grateful that he definitely provided for us.
Oh, during that
but
time.
I needed him to be there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Instead of like having to call somebody to sit with my kid or, you know what I mean? Like I would have much preferred he been there.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, I realized that it was probably better that he wasn't because I'm the type that, you know, I'm going to put him first and, oh, how are you feeling? You know, he's going through surgeries and things. Like my focus would have been on him as opposed to focusing on my studies. Yeah. And there's a chance I wouldn't have been as successful as I was in my first year. So
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. I'm always looking for the silver lining.
Yeah. And it also probably proved to you that like you can do it on your own.
Hell yeah.
Because you were by yourself.
Hell
right?
yeah. You know, and your first year is the hardest.
Yeah.
You know, so if I got through that, I'm like, oh, the rest is going to be a breeze.
Yeah.
And when I tell you I was killing it, I mean, I'm walking into finals like, I'm about to ace this.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
People were like, how is she so confident? I'm like, because I studied like I needed it to live, you know, like it was the sort of drive where it's fear of failing, but also like realizing, like you said, like you have no plan B.
You have no choice.
This is it.